All right, welcome back, everyone. So today I actually have a bit of a dilemma to really talk about. So I was just, back testing, and I just fucking got like for the month of April on your USD, 10 fucking losses and one win. That's a 10 losses in a row, bro. Like after like experiencing that, dog, I don't even know what to do now. Like I kind of feel like I lost like my trust in this strategy, but I don't know, man. Just imagine losing 10 fucking trades straight up, man. Like that would be so that's just so fucking oh my god, man. Like, So after that, I've just been, doing the same thing. I've been fucking scrolling on YouTube trying to figure out shit. Um but obviously that's not how the markets work, bro. That's not how it really works out here. You've just got to stick through it, and then eventually something clicks, you know? So right now, I'm just, I'm just thinking, right? And like, I've like had times where basically, uh, I take a liquidity sweep like this, and then, maybe it goes up, maybe it goes down. Now, what if I did that, but, I took strong lows, as in like here, right? You see this low, broke this high, right? So this is a strong low, and this is a key level for me to trade off of. And this is also a strong low, right? Like maybe I just start doing that. I don't know. Cause, bro, I am fucking hell, bro. I don't know what to do, really, man. Like I wanna get like a really high, I wanna get like a higher probability like strategy, man. I cannot live with a 9% win rate strategy, bro. That's just not happening, bro. I know myself. Um, yeah, so, like, I don't know what to say, man. It's just fucking annoying to do this and fucking experience this. Can I go on MNQ, bro? No, wait, go Nas 100. Like, uh, I just like want to find a way to trade higher probability, right? So like the concepts that click for me, there are like three or so concepts, right? We've got number one, liquidity, right? Liquidity, I understand how liquidity works. Price just comes down, sweeps the liquidity, goes up, right? Or sweeps the high, goes down. I understand that, and I like that. That's like kind of literally the first concept I ever learned from TJR, my first ever mentor, right? When I was starting out, liquidity. That's the first thing I learned, and that shit just clicks for me. Now the second thing I learned from him, it was a break of structure. Now break of structure, I understand this very nice, especially with like the shit I'm doing now, where it's basically a break of structure thing, right? And then the next thing I like is order flow. Now order flow is basically I learned this from Arjo. It was basically an order flow leg, right? You've got the swing low, and then you've got an FEG in the middle, right? The first FEG, you could say, that you encounter, right? Order flow leg, right? This is a bullish order flow leg, right? We got what, bearish order flow leg here and stuff like that, right? Bearish, bullish. We got another bullish one up here, like that, right? I like order flow. Still don't understand how I'm supposed to use order flow though, so maybe I don't want to use that yet. Um, but yeah, I guess like the two or so concepts that really click for me is just liquidity and break of structures, and then maybe some fair value gaps, right? Fair value gaps, understand what they do. and I like what they do. I like looking at them, stuff like that, right? So maybe I just try to figure out a strategy that just has three of them, right? Just a liquidity sweep, or maybe whatever, and break a structure, and then an FEG, right? So number one, I've got to filter out like bad trades, right? So I gotta find the bias for the day, the bias. Are we going higher? Are we going lower? And I feel like I can do that easily by just like on the 1 hour or something, right? Literally, if it just like the most recent break, boom, right? The most recent break up. We're using the break of structure logic here, right? It breaks up, meaning we are making higher highs. And if we're making higher highs, we're probably also gonna make higher lows and then higher highs and then keep going up, right? So after that, like, that's my bias figured out, right? That's how I want to see it, right? But the thing is, like, it doesn't really make sense now, does it? Like, if I go to the 4 hour and I just like chart it out, right? If I just find out the like very structure, if I just find out any random like swing point, right? Swing point, okay? We want to take swing points. Now this would be what? We would be bullish now, right? Because this is not a well, technically this is, so see, this is what I mean, like I don't understand what the fuck I do, right? It's sometimes just annoying just because I don't understand what the fuck I'm doing. So basically, we're breaking structure to the higher upside, right? 4 hour is bullish, 1 hour is bullish. So now we are bullish, okay? Me being bullish, I hop down to the 15-minute. I want to take liquidity sweeps higher or FEGs higher, okay? So now which ones do I use? That is the big question, right? Number one, I've considered this, right? It's the low that broke the high. That could be a very very good liquidity sweep, but I don't know. I don't know about that. It could take so long for trades like that, right? And then for FEGs, right? We have a few FEGs. Now this ties in with order flow. Now there's something in order flow, what was taught in like from Arjo. It's called two candle rejection. If it makes two candles into the FEG and then uh, closes below the second, right? That means this FEG is now disrespected and it's gonna haunt the next PD array, which would be this FEG, right? Stuff like that. Do I want to use that? I don't know. I've never done that shit before, so probably not. Okay. Yeah. Shit, man. I don't know, man. Like, I'm just so fucking lost right now. I feel so lost. I don't know what to do. Okay, like, why did this liquidity sweep work and, like, something else didn't, you know? Maybe it had an FEG here or something like that. Maybe the bias was bullish on, like, the daily or some shit. I don't know. Okay, it fucking was. Right, after this break, I guess I'm bullish, right? It's 2 time frames up, so that's really powerful, I'd say. And then after that break, we could just look for any like swing point, right? So this high got taken after this low, so this is an important low, right? Important low. Same thing here, important swing low. Same thing here. Stuff like that. We also have these stuff down here. Right, so I want to take a trade from a liquidity sweep or like an FEG continuation, right? So now with that, I guess you just look for an entry. So hop on the 5, I guess. I don't fucking know. messing around really much. So we have, I want to see 2 breaks of structures, preferably swings, since I'm using swings now, right? One, no, I would consider this 1 break of structure and 2 breaks of structure like that. Let's see what would happen if I just considered it with like genuine break of structures. So it'd be this one, right? Makes new high, 1 break. No, we don't take that, right? We wait for another break, so we don't get an entry there. Off you go. No. Off you go, right? So we have 1 break of structure. Nice. Price comes, takes this low. This one is invalid. Breakable structure here. 1 break of structure. It shouldn't go lower than this low, from what I understand. Right? If we're already breaking structure upside, we shouldn't go lower than this. So fuck off. And then like here, 1 break of structure. Right? Same thing. Takes a low. This one's invalid. Break of structure here. Right? And then if it breaks above here, I guess we enter in. I don't know where I would put the stop loss though. So no, we have here, right? We're waiting, we get 1 break of structure, nice. And then we don't get another one, so we wait. I guess we break structure here. Yeah, that counts. The low that broke the high, so technically this would be it. Yeah, so like it'd be this one, right? What about the lowest low that broke the high? I mean, I feel like that makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah, so it'll be this one. And then I would like to see these things break without taking this. So nothing here yet. Nothing here yet. Okay, we get a break here. Okay, so from the second break, I don't know, enter from the FPG. Stop loss on the swing? Maybe the rejection block of it, or like the swing. Fucking targeting 1 to 2, I think. I don't know. Something like that. 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3, I don't know. Somewhere. Would you look at that? That shit worked. Okay, so the thing is, I didn't actually know what I was doing there. I was just messing around. Okay. Let's move on. Maybe this is a breakthrough for once. Okay, so from here, we're still bullish, right? The daily is still bullish. Just add that shit in, bro. 5-minute daily. I used to have this back when I was trading CRT, but not anymore. Yeah, so we're still bullish. It doesn't matter because there's no break of structure downside. Okay, so I would like to see like this one valid. Why? Because it took this high, right? And so this one, there's no swing low. There is a swing low that took out this low. Boom, right? From there, we hop onto the 5-minute, I guess, since it comes down. That is some big fat fucking candles. What the fuck is that? We have 1 break of structure, I guess. And then 2 breaks of structures here now. Cool. So the FEG that was made before the break. So I guess here. Now here's the kicker. I don't actually know where to put the stop loss, right? This is the shit that doesn't make sense to me, right? Because if I was just purely pattern trading, I would put that at the at the swing low, right? Obviously, okay. And then I'll be targeting 1 to 2. Like that is just unrealistic. Let's be real. That is just stupidly unrealistic. And price is not gonna do that. You know, I can tell. Even I can tell. But price is not gonna do that shit. It's not just gonna go there because, haha, funny big FEGs going up like that. You know. I mean, it has a chance to go, but it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. Anyways, AUD actually came down. Let me check. Why is AUD down? What the fuck? Definitely don't think I'm gonna get an entry here. Unless it breaks structure, unless it closes above a high by like here. There's no trade, right? It needs to close. It needs to break structure. Because like my entry pattern, it takes minimum 3 candles, right? To enter. In fact, it wouldn't make sense here, right? Because I'm not trying to enter on 11. I'm trying to enter on like the 59 candle. So, final break, correction, impulse. So yeah, it would need to break a structure by 56. Right, that's how I kind of see it. Not to say this volume is kind of nice. Let me go back, bro. Let me go back to messing around. Actually, no, I'm gonna put on alert or something. I just fucking put an alert up here. It makes sense to me. And also, let me just continue on that bullshit. So so basically, we want to find what the trend on the daily, which is just any break. That's how I'm gonna just simply find my bias. And I guess the key liquidity, I guess I'll just call it the key liquidity, because like it's the liquidity that broke the high or broke the low, right? And then from there I wait for 2 breaks of structures and I enter off of an FPG, which is just an imbalance in that direction. Maybe that works, maybe that doesn't, I don't know, but I'm just gonna fuck around and see, right? So here we are bullish, right? Because it broke structure upside. I have no idea about this price action, just telling. Alright, so we're gonna look for key liquidity points here until let me mark out the next break of structure, because I wouldn't see. There is none. There actually is. There is that one there. So I will like to stop looking to trade that shit the moment that happens there. So yeah, following a good time frame alignment, because that's what you're supposed to do, I think. Right, let's just look for key liquidity. Yeah, so this is the key liquidity. It took the high, right? The swing that took the high. Let's go into 5 minute, following a good time frame alignment. And we can't, because this shit is fucking soft locked at 23rd. Where the fuck is the 23rd? You? What the fuck? Okay. My bad, dogs. My bad. So let me go back here. Daily. Okay, so what is our break of structure here, right? We had a break of structure to the upside, right? We are bullish. I think we're on, like, all-time highs. I have no idea, because I don't trade NASDAQ or anything. Let's just wait for a key liquidity point. So yeah, we have a few. We have you. We have you. We have you. Price pretty much came down here, so I'm just gonna call it here. Right, so from there. Oh my god, bruh. So from the key liquidity, I want to see a S2 or 2 breaks of structures. Fuck you. Oh my god. Can this thing just go down to the 5 minute? Oh my god, blood. I hate this shit. I hate this shit. Boom. Finally. So from that key liquidity, I guess I just want to see like 2 breaks of structures, and then oh shit, there might actually be something here. No, there isn't. Okay. Because there's no swing break. There is a aerial break. What the fuck do I, no, like a high break, but not a break of structure. Okay. So we get our first break of structure here. Okay, so I do not want price to go down here before, you know, making another break of structure. And so I would be looking at this, monitoring this one. So boom, right? We have another break of structure. We don't have an FEG, so that is a problem, right? So this is a scenario where I don't have an FEG. Okay, what do I do? I guess I can try entering off of other PD arrays, but I don't really have an idea, right? Because we have hundreds of PD arrays, right? We've got swing lows, we've got rejection blocks, we've got breaker blocks, CISDs and stuff like that as well. You know, stuff like that. I guess you could take it off the CISD. You know, this is this or this, right? It depends which one you think. So this would be like a what do you call this? Supply, no, demand zone, right? This is a demand zone, which I've traded before. Is a CISD, right? I guess you could enter on the CISD. But also you could enter here, I guess. Stop loss at the swing low of that. We want to target a 1 to 2 no matter what. A 1 to 2 is like the minimum we want to target. We do come back into this, so that's good to know. Right? So I could have had that trade, or I could have just entered from the the most recent bearish candle before the break. Should be down here. Stop loss on the swing. Targeting a 1 to 2, which would be like around here. And this would still be a valid trade since it didn't take the TP yet. There's still juice in there. Entered in TP, so we would definitely get TP way faster if we did that. Okay, so I have more insight now, right? So number one, we found out that we pretty much found out that price, if there is no FEG before the break, before the second S2 break, you can take it off of the CISD or the demand zone, right? Okay, boom, right? We're learning, okay? We're messing around, but we're actually learning, so that's good. That's a W, right? So we were like around here when we finally took that win, right? So what is this here? Are we still bullish here or? Yeah, so we're still bullish there. Let me fuck that. Whoa, pause. I'll fuck it. So we do have a key liquidity. I'm gonna start calling key liquidity here now. Swing points that broke the high in a bullish trend, right? Now I guess these swing highs or like stuff, they're like I'll consider them invalid once yeah, how do I consider these things invalid, you know? Because I've never actually kind of thought about that. How can I find out if the concepts I'm using actually invalidated and I'm taking an invalid trade? Huh. Okay, so number one here, we have an S2 reversal, right? I can either take it, so here's the thing, here's the stupid shit, right? I guess you could consider this. No, this would be it, right? Because, yeah, okay. Oh, you're the demand zone. I can take it from the demand zone, I guess. Boof, right? Stop loss on the swing. The swing would be here. Okay, so now there's a problem. Is this a problem? Probably not, right? Because there's one break of structure, right? I want to see a break of structure, but I made a new high, so I make a break of structure here. The swing would be here, and price we just lose, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna just accept the loss, bro. Fuck it. Now, but the thing is, like, I've seen price do this hundreds of times, just on that. So if I were to follow S2 rules, I would put it on the swing before that, which would either be this or this. Targeting 1 to 2. I mean, I guess that makes sense to me. Like, I've done S2 for some time now, backtested it for like 3 months, 3 or 4 months, so I'm kind of alright trading that. Okay, wait, let me try this on the 4 hour, see if I can trade this at all. Right, so what would I be trading? I would want to enter on the 1 minute, right? So I would want to be looking for key liquidity at the 15, and I would want to be looking for my bias on the 4-hour. Okay, so I figured it all out. Nice. Just go ahead and mark that out. Obviously, I'm not gonna trade AOD anymore, right? So here, let's just so let's just go on 10, right? 10 or whatever. 10, okay? 10. That's annoying. Let me go here. I guess I want to trade from 9 to 10. Like that's the only kind of time I want to trade. Okay, so here we broke structure lower. No, we are still bullish, but even though I'm bullish, price shouldn't come down here. So we have chances for bearish structure, right? That's what it makes sense for me. Because like if you're gonna make higher highs, right? Look at this, right? I'll put it simply. If you're gonna keep making higher highs, right, you shouldn't come down to the lower lows, right? Higher high, it should never come down to the lower low, right? Because these things are now protected, right? They're key levels, key liquidity. And when price comes down, right, we have chance to go bearish, right? Boom. It took a low, so this one should never be taken now, right? And then it took this one, so this one should never be taken again. Same logic, it broke this high, right? Meaning this one should never go below. Does that make sense? Kind of. But the thing is, here, in this particular situation, there is no fucking break of structure or anything to really look at, right? Because this is the most, like, this is the valid break of structure, and it was invalidated, right? Invalidated, so I guess we have no direction for that trade, for that day. Is it just like that? Like, am I just gonna do that now? Like, let's see here, right? Most, yeah, so we had, so this is our break of structure, right? We had a break of structure lower, okay? So it should never go above here, or we have no bias, right? So we're bearish, right? And we have no other break of structures, and it never came above here, so that's valid. We hop onto the 15, try to look for a 15-minute key level, key liquidity, right? And I want to put this on the 9s, just because I don't want to trade that long. Right, so key levels, key liquidities. Where do we have? If we look at the lowest low, right? Let's look at from here, right? This one, yeah, this is valid key level, key liquidity. See, it's valid. And now we want to look for stuff above it. So here, key liquidity, and then key liquidity, right? All these highs took a low after being made. So now we hop onto the 1 minute, and we basically want to take these trades. And fuck me. Did this shit? Bruh. Oh my god. I did all that analyzing for nothing. For nothing. I would assume we didn't get anything just because, I mean, we might have. Like, we actually might have. That's actually a thing. Okay. So following that logic, hold on, I'm gonna just remove all these alerts. I don't want to wake up while I'm sleeping. Okay. I feel like I'm getting a hang of what this strategy is now, so let's go on to NZD or something. Right, something I don't actually know what's gonna go on. So on the 1, right, we want to take this and this, right? So hop onto the 4, try to find our bias. My bias is that we're bearish. Now, this bearish thing, the highest high is here before the break, right? So I would like price to never touch this and keep going lower, basically. Right? But now here's the thing. This is a high, right? It may not look like it, but it's a swing high, right? I actually missed this the first time around. So we're actually bullish. This is not bullshitting, right? This is in the strategy. I would like price to never come down here because it's now it took this high, right? We're making higher highs. I want to assume we're gonna make higher lows. So we do not want to take this. We do not want to come down lower. Boom, we figured out a bias. We're bullish for the day, for like the session basically. So boom, we want to look for key liquidity. Key liquidity is here, and that's it. That's all key liquidity is. Okay, so there will be times where we just never get a trade basically. Let's move on. Well, what do we have here though? Like, do we have anything? I believe we didn't have shit. Yeah, I really don't think we had shit today. Okay, what about Joust? Joust, did you have anything? You actually might have. This is something. I don't know how to tell, but I hope I'm not bullshitting this one, but yeah, so we're bullish. I do not want price to come down lower here. So yeah, we're bullish, right? And then we have key liquidity. Basically, we made a high, we come down, we make another high, so there's key liquidity. Does it count? Yes, it's a swing point, right? It's a swing point. Liquidity sweep. We also have an FEG there. Doesn't matter though. Hop on there 1 minute. We're just gonna look for an S2 reversal with S2 reversals rules and stuff, right? So here, right, we made a low, made a high. This is key level, right? One break of structure, kaboom, nice. And then what? Two break of structure, boom, nice. So we can enter in from here after this break. I guess you get entered in here. Or the high, really. You can just enter off the high as well. I forgot you can just enter on the high and then just, stop loss 1 to 2. Right? So now the thing is, with this strategy, I do what I call S2 reversal strategy, S2 reversal stop loss. Right? But the thing is, this is not S2 anymore. It is not S2. S2 would have been one break here, right? Stop loss would have been down here all the way. Same thing, right? I would put this here. Now, with the last example where like it was a demand, like it was like a little order block, came down and then went up, S2 would have worked, right? But here, S2 would probably not have worked. Let's see. Would it have worked? I don't know. Shit, it actually did. Okay, I did not expect that. I actually thought I was gonna see a stopped out, so I was like kind of coping and trying to like look cool in front of the camera. Fuck me. I did not see that, I swear. Actually, so yeah, I guess S2 works. I think I want to just follow S2 for now. And just, treat that. So yeah. For exiting rules, if price like goes to the TP or like the 1 to 2 of the S2, don't enter because there's basically no more juice. It's probably a reversal at that point, right? So yeah, this makes sense, I guess. But yeah, so the only thing I really changed is like the bias time frame and the key level, right? The key liquidity is what I'm calling it, right? So that's all I changed really. There's nothing else. So let me go back, see if anything else happened around here. Hop on the 10, may I? It's gonna be hard to like. It's gonna be really hard to try and backtest this bullshit. Just by the fact that like here's so like right, boom, we break structure lower. I'm bearish, right? And then the thing is, I probably won't have a trade like 5 times out of 6, right? Because key liquidity is up here. It never came above there by the time I want to trade. So yeah. I feel like it makes sense. Thing is, this is a strategy I just made out of thin air, pulled it on my ass, right? But I don't know. I guess I have to kind of backtest this and see if it works. So let's just go back where the 1 minute will allow. Let's just start backtesting because I'm free, right? I got 20 more minutes before I go to sleep. Might as well. Okay, so let's look at price from a lens. Trading 9, right? I'm gonna try trading from 9 to 10, right? So, we have the most recent break of structure would have been here, right? High, low, high, didn't break this low. There's a low here, but that makes no low here. So we're still bearish, because price never came above there or make a new broken structure, right? So me being bearish, I want to trade from boom boom, right? So I want to trade from a bearish key liquidity, or like structural liquidity is what I used to call it. So what is the structural liquidity? Would be what here, right? This is structural liquidity. This would have been structural liquidity sooner enough, right? But the thing is, I feel like if I'm only gonna trade 1 hour a day, it's gonna be hard to find setups. Maybe I trade 2 hours a day. I don't know. I could, I can definitely, because I'm basically doing that right now, anyways. So, maybe I can take trades from 9 to 11. I don't know. I still don't know how I feel about that. Right? Because here we'd lose. It's just the game right there. That's just what it is. Right? High and then makes a low. One break a structure and then 2 breaks a structure. Yeah. So I would enter here, I guess. The following S2 rules would be, I wouldn't actually trade that because it's out of my range for the time. Yeah, so this is the thing, right? When it comes to backtesting, I've done so many backtesting sessions, I don't want to do anything more. I do not want to backtest anymore. Anyways, we're still bearish, technically. Still bearish, technically, here. I don't really think we did anything. Here would have been a good time to really show what happened, right? Just look at this shit, bro. Look at this shit. 1 break of structure. 2 break of structure. Don't think we get entered in there. No, it's equal. So yeah, it'd be more like this, right? S2 reversal rule. Boom. 1 to 2. We wouldn't enter this trade. Why? Because I already took TP. So if it ever comes up, it's probably a reversal anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man, but I feel like I've made a little breakthrough here with just messing around. Like I guess I have a clear indication of what I want to do. Maybe like I add structural order flow from there anyway. So like after I find my bias, we can take structural order flow or like anything else, stuff like that, I guess. So what that means is after price broke below this low, right? Whoops, I'm not a support and demand trader. What am I doing? After that, we can just mark out any key levels and stuff like that, right? So we have pretty much none of these, like this, right? This high, right? And then the thing is, we also have FEG supporting price, right? Price can also come here, I don't know, stuff like this, right? Basically, want to trade with the trend. Price pretty much erased all the way up here. What the fuck? What happened in this one candle? 11? Like, this is not an NFP. The fuck. Anyways, like, you know, trend is bearish on the daily. We have hourly key liquidity. Price just rams the fuck through all these. Straight rams through everything. It goes up here though. We do not see a break of structure until there. That's invalid because it takes this. One break of structure here. Two breaks of structure there, right? So boom, we get entered in here. S2 reversal rule, boom, 1 to 2. I mean, I guess that makes sense, right? Because we're trading bearish. Honestly, I wouldn't like to look at this. Technically, yes, it makes sense with the strategy. We're bearish, right? We take it trades off of key liquidity points where people entered in, and they're like, there's really big loads of liquidity there and stuff. But you know, if you look at this, right? Technically, this is a 2 break structure in the row. This is indeed what I want to see, right? 1 break, 2 break, entry, stop loss on the S2 reversal rule. 1 to 2, shit like that. The only thing, I kind of want to see price like never go above the S2 at all, right? I think it did here, so I don't know. That's just me though. Like, I don't want price to ever go above the S2 or like the second break high or like, you know, the first break high, right? I never want that to happen. Really, like the more important thing, I would never want like the first break high to actually ever be taken, right? Swept or even ran, right? It pretty much, if price just decided not to go down a little bit, stop me out, and then decided to go down, that would be annoying, but I guess it is what it is, isn't it? Okay, so what the fuck? What happened? Why is price just shooting up, bro? I mean, like, did we have any key liquidity? You know, moving price? Probably did, didn't we? You know, we had what? One right here. One right here. Liquidity right here. I mean, FVG. Do we want to take FVG? Honestly, probably not. FVG is just kind of weird for me. I don't understand exactly when it fails. Alright, so you would try to look for, I guess, 5-second S2. You probably would get one. Maybe here, I don't know. Look at this big boy, bro. Put on the swing. 1 to 2. Does that make sense for me? No, because the 5-second wouldn't do that. Hold on, fam. Did I find out like a super secret way to fucking scalp this shit? Hold on, the fuck? No price.
90.5ငါလည်းစီးကြိုပေါက်စေကအောင်
Bearish.
ညနေတုန်းကလေဟိုဟာညနေတော့များနေလို့စီးကြိုစီကိုစော့တောက်လိုက်ပြီးတော့ညစာစားပြီးတော့10နာရီမှပြန်စစ်ကအောင်
Yikes. None at all there. Wait. Daily? Daily? Whatever. So we're gonna be entering
အေး
on
ဘာ
what?
ဆုံးကတက်တယ်နင် A1C ပြန်ဆေးအောင် A1C
Entering
သုံး
on
ပြီးရင်
the
ပြန်ဆေးအောင်
15
ဆေး
minutes
ထိုး
so
ရ
we
မှာ
can
လားဘာလုပ်
actually
ရမှာ
go
လဲ
back. Russian roulette.
3 လပြည့်ပြီလား
Just gonna close my eyes and just pick a random candle.
ဒါမှနေ control ရတာမရတာသိမှာ
Close my eyes.
မရရင်ဒီမှာပေါ်မင်းတော့3လုံးတိုးတာ
Okay, never mind. Just place it somewhere where I honestly don't think price can go back that far.
အေးဟုတ်တယ်
Just pick where price can go farthest. Okay, price can go pretty far.
အဲ့ဒါကြီးက
actually.
စားမကောင်းဖွက်တယ်ဒီတယောက်တည်းဆိုသူပြောငါဖိုးချိုနေမှာ
Just wait here. Right, big breakup. We break above. Right from here.
အလူကြောင့်ငါတို့နဲ့မတည့်ဘူးလေဒီရှော့ရှော့
Do
လုပ်တယ်
not want price to go
အနေ
down.
A1C ကချိန်နိုင်မှာမဟုတ်တော့ဘာစီနေမှာမဟုတ်ဘူး
1 hour key levels. So that one's already taken. This one's not taken. Mark that out. Mark you out. Right from there, hop on to 15. Now we're going like very close to the key liquidity area. See if we can find 2 breaks. 1 break, 2 break. That's 2 breaks. There's an entry right there. SL stop loss rule. I do not think this one's gonna hit, honestly. I don't. Yeah, it doesn't. Huh, okay. I guess we have 1 loss there. I don't fucking know. Really, I'd like to say, like, if they're just like very close to each other, like 1 hour, 15-minute key level, 5-minute entry. I mean, that'd be super high probability, right? Because there's no difference or no noise in there. But if it's too close, we're gonna have breaker structures left and right, right? Does that make sense? It's like we would look for what 4-hour key levels now? Like, does that make no sense? I feel like that would make stupid little sense. Really, you would want to look for shit like here, Let me see, did this do anything on the 1 hour? Probably not. Probably never gave anything on the 1 hour. No. Actually, no, we have to check until the next liquidity point, so it didn't do shit till here and then here, so until here, did it give 2 breaker structures upside? But we just gotta see that on the 1 hour. No. 1 break, 2 break. No, yeah, 1 break, 2 break, yeah. There's 2 breaks there. See if we can do anything with the SL rules. SL rules, I'd say stop goes right there. Jesus Christ, that's the all-time low type shit. 1 to 2, I really don't think this one's gonna hit. Not at all. So even if it's super bunched up, like, price is still gonna not look. I've got to find out a way to like know if the damn fucking liquidity is invalid. How do I know if it's invalid liquidity? Right, because it's a key level, right? But if it makes a new low and then takes it, I'd say that liquidity is gone now. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. That actually makes sense to me, right? Because if we have a low, right? We have a low, and then price comes in the low. We want to see just 1 tap into it, and then keep going higher. Liquidity sweep. Fuck all the sellers. Buy everything up. Move up, right? If it does this and then makes a new low and then takes it, sure, it's probably another liquidity sweep, but Does it make sense? You know, like you get this one right here. Boom, right? We have a new low. It should not come down here. This is the lower low. This is like the lower low before the higher high. It shouldn't make a lower low and then a higher high because it's then like a bearish trend. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I actually like that. I actually like that concept. So after that, we have no trade, right? Price pretty much does this. Price takes out these three. Let's just see though. On the 1 hour, we're still bullish in the daily. Comes down, boom, 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 right? One break of structure up, two breaks of structure up. It's an entry, I guess. Stop loss here. 1 to 2. Okay. This makes sense. This actually makes sense. This actually makes sense. This is making sense now. Break a structure upside. We're still bullish. Still bullish. Right, so we have key points, key liquidity basically. Key liquidity, key liquidity. I shouldn't come down here. Right, so yeah, it never did do break structure upside. Okay. A low that takes a high. This one, right here. Does make sense? So if we get anything on the hourly? Pretty much take these two anyways. Mark this out. One break, two break, yep. Yep. Stop loss. Take profit 1 to 2. It did retrace down. Ooh.
Là Ê, cô ao mày ấy bà này ấy mà cô ao ấy này à mấy đi mà lấy tàn ra này à
That is annoying. That is super annoying. What if we just placed it on there? Like 1 to 2? No. I don't want to put in the swing. That just doesn't make sense. Break the structure first. Yeah, it should never come down here. It's just a valid loss. Okay. It did reverse though, so I was the liquidity. Hold on. Right about here. What is our breaker structure? Still bullish. Oh god. Still bullish. Technically consolidating, but bullish still. Do we get anything? Just gotta pull it out here. We get one break, 0. Okay. Makes in yellow anyways. Does it make sense to take that at that point? We have one low here. One low down here. Right? Nothing else? Does that make sense? 1 break, 0, 1 tap. This is tap valid. It broke structure upside. Yeah, that's valid. That is very valid. Until... It's valid till here, Jesus. Okay. Right, now we go here. Time frames are aligned. 1 break. 2 break. Entry here. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this one. Should never go below here, and that's at least that's what I think. Should never go below this low. 1 to 2. Stop out, okay. I've seen 2 times now where just putting it on the swing is the better idea. Do I just do that now? Just putting on the swing. Do I start putting things on the swing? I mean, if I did it on the swing, it'd be there. Lowest low of that. It'd be a very big stop loss. I guess nice. Though if I put this on the swing, it'd be down here. Right? Because that's 1 break, 2 break, and then 1 to 2 RR. Like, that's just a big stop loss. Ugh. For flip's sake. My god. Top tick that. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I put it on the swing. Swing makes sense. My god, this is ugly. This is the ugliest chart I've ever seen. Okay. Let me just. Okay, move out the way, bro. Move out the way, little bro. We have structural lows here, and even here, right? Price comes down into it. 1 break, 0 break. Nope. No trades as it makes a new low. Right, which is not what we want to look for. Wait. Right, this one didn't break, right? 1 break, 0 break, yeah. Just wait for new shit. Lows that take a low. Lows that take a high, so it'd be which U and a few U. Stuff like that. U3. Let me check. 1 break, 2 break, yeah, so it'd be valid. This is a valid trade. I guess you lose here? Putting on the swing as I done so to cheese the last 2, we lose. And from there, price pretty much breaks low. break structure here, so we're bearish from here. Bearish from here until this. So bearish this entire time. Bearish. 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 Right? Let's check. Won't break a structure. 0. Ooh, that's really a break a structure. Ooh. Now that's what I mean. It comes time for the hiccups. Swing. To get my ass stopped out. Nothing. 1 break, 2 break. SL anyways. Yeah, so I don't think this one's gonna work yet. But yeah, I feel like I've got new stuff to work on now. Alright, so that's pretty much all I have for today. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Yeah, so I feel like this session, I guess, I figured out 2 things, I figured out about key liquidity, I figured out about time frame aligned bias. So yeah, that's honestly, if I just keep figuring things out like this on my own. Eventually, after like a month of figuring things out, I'm gonna be profitable because I will just figure things out that just make 100% sense to me, right? Because like I feel like the moment I turn on this recording is the moment my subconscious starts speaking to me, and when it starts speaking to me, it just makes the most sense. So yeah, um, for now, these are just the three concepts that I kind of figured out. Um, don't know how to feel about trend change. I feel like trend change is just like what it is. It's just gonna be what it is. I don't know how to feel about bunched up bias. Is the one that you just saw me do for the past like 20 or so minutes, I think. I feel like I still want to trade time frame aligned bias. You know, I feel like that makes sense to me. But if the only thing that's kind of worrying me is that I won't be getting as much trades. You know, so yeah. But I feel like that'd be fine if I just have like a basket of pairs to trade from, right? But with that, I need to backtest hundreds of trades. But you know, if it turns out to be profitable, then that's it, man. That's all I have to do. Just 1 hour a day, sit on the charts, wait for your key levels to be hit, and then wait for S2 with like the stop on the swing. So yeah, I feel like that makes sense to me. For now, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I'm gonna have to study. I'm gonna have to do all the other stuff, and then you know maybe in the evening, that's when I'm free after the gym, right? I'm gonna figure out how to actually implement these concepts, right? For now, I feel like I'm just gonna keep you know inventing new stuff eventually, inventing like my own concepts, right? Because like you understand what this is, right? You do not understand what a S2 or a swing is until you've like watched me do them, you know? Though these are my own concepts. You do not understand what this shit is, right? So yeah, with that, I'm just gonna go sleep now. Thank you all for watching. I feel like I made a big breakthrough today. And yeah, see y'all next time. Good night.